It's crazy, Dooms, especially if you've been reporting it. It's crazy, Dooms, especially if you've been reporting it.
Okay, so Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Trovo. I think I'm good on 4 platforms all at once. This is still the same. This is still the same music. It hasn't changed. I don't know. Go pull up a Pokemon playlist and start playing them until you figure out which song it is. I don't remember. I just know it's a definite, like, yeah. It could be the trail song too, like when you're in between cities. Like this sounds like the exploration song. I can't remember what it's actually titled. Either way, I know it's definitely from Pokemon. To the moderator who reviews this video, please don't strike. I'm only playtesting. It's not my music. I don't own the files and I can't change them. Oh, that's cool. You can change your turtle here. For those of you guys out there who play Haven Duck as well as any other YYZ Studio game, right now, if you play the demo of this game, you do get the cute little turtle add-on as a companion in your Haven Duck. I get to actually load that game up to get my cute little companion, but from my understanding of things, it is live and you can get your turtle over in Haven Duck. Follow the logic of how your turtle looks in this game transfers over to that game. Hey, at least Pokemon community didn't make me reauthorize like everything else. Shit. Okay, thank you for the first adventure bonus. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's go with the level 2. That's cool. Two levels into that one, and 2 levels into that one. And I mostly want damage early on, so we'll go for 10 in that one, and we'll go for 10 in all stats. Because I actually actually am doing the clicking thing, we'll do that. Now I no longer need the auto clicker. So we actually have a decent attack. Oh wow, we're on 1.0 in 6 days and we're not even on version 0.6 yet. Cool. I assume that there's a lot to still be added that haven't been tested or doesn't have the ability of being tested by us just yet. I could test and see if he's got an experimental version momentarily and see if maybe I can get more features available, but I highly doubt it. Find out real fast, just out of curiosity. Properties, betas. There is no beta. Okay, yeah, no. So there is no experimental version for this one or anything like that. What I have is what I get at the moment. This is the absolute full edition of what's going to be dropping. So I'm guessing, like I said, there's some stuff that's either currently not playtestable by us or what is currently version 0.50 or 0.59 is going to become version 1. I don't know. I'm hoping that I get a chance to test at least a couple more things before the full release, but we'll see. I do like how this is like a cozy sim. I just get to kind of chill and relax and let it play itself. It's like an idle clicker, really. Takes very minimal effort. You can go cook or clean or smoke or eat or whatever. Walk your dog while the game kind of plays itself, and you can come back and collect your rewards. So there are offline rewards. It's not like you have to be here the entire time. Like if I were to save this and walk away, I'd come back to offline rewards. So kind of a cute little cozy sim. I like it. I really like tower defense games, and like I like all of his other titles so far, so this one seems just, I don't know, right up there. Kind of funny watching this dog try to run on water though. We have Jesus dog. Yeah, kind of. Or like the old, like, side-scroller style games. Give me just a second, I'll find it real fast. I know what I'm looking for. Kind of, yeah. Does this one have... Oh, it does, okay. No, not that one. Not that one. I'm gonna find this damn thing one way or another. I want to say it was older. No. Go to that one. Okay, no. Am I really like fucking going crazy? No. Huh. Damn it. Alright, you know what, fuck it. I'll take a fucking screen or an audio recording of it and ask Google later. What song's playing? Damn it. I'd have to get it a lot louder to get it through my headphones or whatever. Settings. Yeah, there we go. Can you tell me what song's playing? Yeah. YYZ? Jay-Z? I'll have to look. Hey Google. Hey Google. What song's playing? It can't match it from my headphones. All right, yeah, I'll have to play it from a speaker or something later. That sucks. And he's not live on Discord right now. Otherwise, I just simply send him a message directly. That could be one of the publishers playing too. It might not very well be him. And I also don't know how to like see the like fact that that's live, or like it shows the number of views and all that, but it doesn't tell me that it's actually live. Like there's no like watch tracker or anything for it. I think this is previous. No, it does. It says live down at the bottom. Okay, yeah, no, they are actively playing it. I wonder which. Is anybody talking at all, or is it just all quiet? So far, it sounds all quiet. I haven't heard anybody say anything. But yeah, it might be Fortos playing, one of the publishers. I don't have access to see who has access to the Steam account. Or Fortos, I don't even think is a publisher. I don't know. He's got the game somehow and is on the leaderboards. But yeah, I don't think Fortos is even a publisher. Like, I don't know. I don't honestly have inside access to who has the game fully already. I just know that, like, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know who has, like, legit direct access to everything and who doesn't. Like, all I know is YYZ gave me a copy and told me it was okay to stream it, so that's what I'm doing. And like I'm just basically running through the game. I did get a little sidetracked trying to figure out where the music was coming from. Like I swear that this has to be one of them songs. Like if it's not, I was gonna say if it's not, it's definitely a very close riff, which is very cool. But like at the same time, like you know, fucking what's that called? The Mandela effect or whatever the fuck it is. The I thought I heard it and thought it was, but it really isn't. Like it's yeah. No. No, I played a lot of Wind Waker. Like a lot of Wind Waker. You know, it might just be that I've played so many YYZ titles that it's fucking stuck in memory now, but like legitimately, I swear to God, this sounds like an old song. Like I've played a lot of Haven Dock and Siegeturtle and like Stormbridge and Last Fuse and he had one, I think it was called Crumspiracy or some shit like that. I forget what it was directly. Crumb something or other. Yeah, Crumspiracy. I thought so. So yeah, he's got a number of games. No, Crumspiracy, like a cookie crumb. Like yeah, it's a game about. It's a game where the boss, like the antagonist, is a giant cookie. So. He'll probably send you one anyway, for being honest. You check. Yeah. Yeah, like, you found a rip and, like, not many people are willing to play pirated games online and like, show off the development for it, so, like, you know, if you're not harping on it or, you know, you're not sitting there doing something stupid with the pirated copy, a lot of developers are really chill. Like, a lot, you know, understand that people can't afford a $70 game or, like, whatever the cost of the actual game might be, and, like, you know, they're not big corporations, Nintendo. I'm gonna name drop you directly, Nintendo. Or Shit Vision, or what other ones do we have? Micro Shit, Blow Me. I mean, the naming, yeah, no, we got Glug. we got Glug for Gog. And then Scream, because we're gonna rip you off. Oh, Jesus. That's it. Bossack. The bank, Bossack. Bossack Bank. BAWSAQ. Bossack. Yeah. Yeah, well, so my PSN username is Ligma Bossack. Like LIGMA BAWSAQ. Yeah, Ligma Bossack. I got away with it too. I haven't been banned on PSN in like 5 or 6 years. Ligma Bossack. Oh, I need to go take meat out of the freezer and put it in the fridge so it's thawed so I can cook food later. Oh, that would be a good idea. Alright. Pork chops. Boo. Got the pork chops, that's what I could say. Big brother food. Hi. I love you too. I do. What? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hi. Are you a good hand, John? You know, you get a good hands-on. Can you go lay down? Can you go lay down, hands-on? Lay down. Oh. No, move. No, yeah, you're a good hands-on. I have nothing else for you right now, big baby. You want me to take that off of you for a little bit? You want your hoodie to come off? No, you don't want the hoodie to come off? Okay. Come on. You can do it. Bye. Okay, doggy, I love you. Bye-bye. Tank, please go lay down. I do love you, but I'm busy at the moment. Nuh-uh. I am busy. I'm trying to play. No, we already went out. We did the go out earlier. But we did the go out earlier. And it wasn't very long ago. It's been less than an hour. I know there were little doggies down there that you wanted to play with, but it's not time. And I'm sure they didn't want to play with you. Why did I get... Okay, whatever. I'm a little slightly somewhat kind of annoyed now. At some point my server sent a disconnect command and I got logged out, so fucking all of my shit that I had running earlier stopped. It's fine. It's totally fine. Well, yeah, I had it auditing and regenerating because it was, not, like it just... I mean, it's fine. I was about to be switching back over to the other account, like, very, very soon anyway. The one with a better license. Dude, so I was fucking getting Tank's fucking dog food cut earlier, like, setting it up, or, like, slicing the pack open, and the knife that I used was ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous for, how sharp it was. Sliced right through the plastic of the package, right through the meat inside the package, straight out the back side of the package, and right into my finger. Yeah. I don't cook it. It's cooked, but yeah, I've got a subscription service for his food. Yeah, like he eats chicken and rice meals and beef and rice meals and pork and rice meals. From thefarmersdog.com. Well, he's got a really, really sensitive system, and like I was already spending $100 or $160 a month in on it wasn't even real like regular dry food either. I had already upgraded him to dehydrated meats and like freeze dried foods, and like he was still having digestive problems and like skin problems. There's no fucking way this guy, you need to stream 4.5 more hours and end stream before I can donate. Yeah, no. You used to be able to donate to me over here on Kick. I had monetized at one point, but it's been 2 years since I've streamed on Kick because Kick didn't want to let me stream at 1440. We figured that out earlier. That's the only issue that I've had with Kick. I stream at 1440 on every other platform. Yeah, so like I might have to dual like this so that I can stream at 1440 on the other platform. So I might have to use Streamlabs at 1440 and OBS at 1080 specifically so that I can stream to both. Or like right now I've got it downscaled to 1080 on all platforms. It's fine. The output's at 1080. Everybody can watch me on all platforms with no issues. But yeah, I was testing the 1440 side of Purple and like red and another green platform. Okay, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that I have this weekend. But yeah, no, I'm live at the moment, Flick, doing a bit of a play test, really. This game launches on the 10th. I have been given one of few early access keys by the developer and given permission to go ahead and stream it. I've played almost all of his games at this point, I think, and have been around since his first actual Steam release for like the first title that went public. My name is pretty much immortalized in his code because I break things very easily, so he tends to have to write functions to specifically stop me from breaking things. My name is in this game's credits, actually. I do believe if I go here, save, we're just gonna do we'll just do file 1, save, oh, I guess I can't. Yeah, okay, fine. Autosave 2 will overwrite, fuck it, why not? Oh, now I have the ability of hitting save, whatever. If I go back to the menu here, and we go over here to the credit, that's the settings, credits. We got me right there for playtesting. Fortis for his awesome ideas. So yeah, the two of us will probably be like at the leaderboards for the longest period. Like, yeah, I had him reset my leaderboard specifically because I had used alternative methods of getting to a higher level, or to getting further in the game faster, I guess you'd call it. And I, at one point, enabled a menu that the standard player should not have access to. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for disparity purposes. So yeah, if you go offline right now, you do get Dream Sand here in the full version. It's not available in the demo. I can't actually access Dream Sand until I make it to the home island, which is what we're currently working on trying to do. My furthest distance so far in the 36 minutes that this little game test has been running has been 100 meters. That has been fully, mostly passive play. It's just the game playing itself. It is an idle clicker, so you don't have to sit here and manage everything if you've got things going on in the background, as I've had so far for this stream, sadly. I've had to go manage the dog and get food and other things. The game kind of just plays itself. You can let it take over, you can come back, you can just sit here and collect your rewards. There's no real big, brain power required behind it. There is a bit of skill, to managing your skills and your passive abilities if you're trying to go for long distances. But again, it's an idle game. It resets, on its own. When you die, it respawns you. You go back to the beginning and you just start your run over. If you have your stats set to automate and update automatically, or level automatically based on which one's the cheapest at the time of updating, then theoretically your run should slowly go further and further. once you ascend and go back and level, you go back, to 0. I believe there are perks to keeping certain ascension tasks or certain ascension abilities. I haven't actually paid too close of an attention to the ascension system yet. I was waiting for the game to 1.0 or, get closer to full release before I did that. So. But yeah, no, I don't really stream very often. If I am streaming, it's usually something like this where I'm playtesting or showcasing a new game or demoing or bug testing, bug hunting. As more development happens on games that I get interested in, or as I get invited to new playtests, I will probably stream a bit more often. It also depends on my work schedule. Starting this month with the holidays and all that shit, I do work a lot more, so like towards the end of this month, I won't be around nearly as often. You probably won't see me in the Discord nearly as much, and you probably won't see me online all that often, because I will be working 12-hour days for about 22 days straight. Yeah, I did it to myself. I voluntarily took the overtime. I wanted as much as I could possibly get, because come January, I usually try to pay back all of my, outstanding debts and all that shit, and then I try to generally upgrade my computer once a year. So come February with the tax return, if I get one, that's kind of what I generally try to focus on. This year we've accomplished paying off the wife's car. I've paid down a shit ton of my credit card debts. I do still have an outstanding student loan that I've got to work on, and a couple other debts to take care of. But I'm working on that. I want to get my credit score up, and eventually I'd like to look at buying a house. So we're trying to work on, outstanding taxes, outstanding credit cards, outstanding medical bills, outstanding student loans, any remaining debts that we do have, just paying them down to a 0 balance and getting them off our credit score so that we can approach buying a house here in the next couple years. I mean, yeah, well, it's not only that. It's like we live in an apartment right now, and like, yeah, we might make house money. I might make enough to, afford. Well, it's not even the credit at the moment. Like, even if I had the credit, it's a matter of the savings. Like, it's a matter of the savings. I don't have the ability of putting enough aside on a monthly basis, at least right now with all the that's why we need to pay down all the outstanding debts, is because once I get those outstanding debts paid down and I'm at a comfortable, either get a loan or start saving, because I no longer have all these extra bills. So it's expenditures versus income right now, and I need to bring the expenditures down to a 0 balance. I know how to manage. It's I know how to manage my finances. It's just a matter of actually putting it into actually putting that into a feasible working, logic, or making it actually, Yeah, you have no idea how many people tell me this. Like, oh, dude, you've helped me so much. Yeah, there's so many ifs, and no one ever, it's just one of them. No one ever does it because no one ever makes it. like, oh, yeah, shit. a down payment. So a down payment on a house over here, we're talking like 75 to 100K. You're looking at 3 to 10% down, depending on what market you're in and depending on how bad your credit is. Yeah, at 3% down on a $1 million house, you're looking at 3,000. Or is it 30? It's either 3 or 30,000. I can't remember which. We've looked into that too, yeah. So in a way, yes, in a way, no. Because it depends on if you're on developed land or undeveloped land, and whether or not that land has access to like power, water, sewage, gas, electric, internet. So, I have a buddy who lives out in the middle of nowhere with private property that I've been told that I can come live on. We talked about this. I have a trailer that's literally mine. I can go live in it right now. Yeah, I have a trailer. I can go live in it right now. The issue with it is getting internet ran out there is a $300,000 cost for fiber or a $160,000 cost for coaxial. And that would be money that I would have to pay out of pocket because the cable company will not run to a private property in the middle of nowhere when there's no one else to service. Yeah, but it's coaxial, which is super. So it's coaxial, which is super, super cheap. Right. So it's right. Like it's coaxial for the 160, which is super, super cheap. Yeah. Yeah, which is super cheap and easy for them versus the fiber optic, which is a lot harder, can easily break, bust, all that shit. Like, so yeah, no, I can understand why it's like half the price. I mean, 160. Well, it's copper, so copper's not exactly. It's cheaper than fiber, but it's not like. Right, and then you still have to get all the permits for building and digging or whatever. You have to zone it. You have to get like city approval for. Right, so the nearest node from out where they're at is 33.5 miles. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like we've discussed it with everyone, and like the cheapest we can get it done is 160K for the coaxial. If we want fiber out there, it's over 300,000, and that's out of our pocket. They would foot the bill for the rest. If we want satellite internet out there, it's a $1,500 install, and then a $200 monthly cost. Yeah, you're looking at 3 tons. You're looking at 3 tons of yeah. You're looking at 3 tons of cable at least for that job. Yeah, that was what we recorded. It was like 3.25 tons is what they told us the cabling was gonna be. Yeah, and then that didn't count whether or not we could get permission from both the city and all the neighbors in the area to do the digging, because they'd have to dig like under the road and like tear up a good chunk of the neighborhood. Yeah, like, well, so yes and kind of no. Like, so in this particular area, it's not so much crossing different municipalities so much as it's crossing waterways and water rights and like public land accesses and private land accesses and like national like repositories and like fish and wildlife sanctuaries, and like there's so many things in that area, it would be almost impossible for the infrastructure to be ran to them. Like, you can't run aerial lines due to aviation and birds. You can't run underground lines due to the waterways, and there's no real way to run above ground lines. So, like, the only real true factor for them is satellite internet, which is really heavily capped. I think the maximum speed they could get is like 250 or 300 megs a second. Better than the 25 they get right now over their fucking old DSL phone lines, but like my logic is if DS for their satellite internet, it's 300 meg. It's like 300 megs a second on satellite for like $200 a month. It's basically like the maximum price for an internet that you can possibly pay for you know. Not in their area. Not in their area, it won't. I've already looked at the what's coming, and their area is not even on a future planned map. They get left out on literally everything when it comes to upgrades due to where they're located. Like, and like, even if we were to put satellite out there, it wouldn't be a guarantee that it would work due to all the trees. Like, they are in a heavily dense forested area. Now, my logic on this is they have old like braided pair phone lines coming in from what used to be Frontier, or what used to be Frontier. Now it's Ziply Fiber. Ziply Fiber bought them out. Ziply runs gigabit over bonded pair here to my network. Why can't they install a gigabit node wherever the hell those phone lines are coming from, and just transfer that gigabit over those phone lines back in? Like, I don't know how far out the phone lines come in at, like, yeah, like I've seen all of that. I've seen all of that. No, I've seen all of that, but I've also like tested our address. Yeah, so I've seen all the reviews for it, but I've also tested our address directly in their network and tried like looking at it, and I've basically been told by them, "Don't pay for it; it's not worth it. We won't be able to service you." So like, I test on a weekly basis. Like, I check on a weekly basis. I go out there almost once a week. Like, it's not something that's old news. Like, I'm telling you, this is live access data. It will not service my address. Like, yeah. So I have property that's pretty much unusable because, like, I can't get network out there. I mean, I can get network, but the network's 25 megs a second maximum, and it's shared across 7 people. So, like, well, if I got Starlink to actually work out there, each individual person would have their own Starlink. or like each individual household would have their own Starlink or whatever. Like, it was 1,500 per. Yeah, it was like 1,500 per satellite or per like node, and we need 4 of them. Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah, so they were going to send a technician out. That technician visit was going to be a $300 visit for them to just tell us whether or not they could or couldn't service us. Yeah. 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 Like, I used to waive those. I used to waive those fees on a daily basis for people for that exact reason. Yep. I know. I used to do it. They can. Did you cancel the account already, or did you keep it open? No, you kept it open. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so they can cancel it if you. Oh. Gotcha. Like, yeah, they can waive it if they so choose. Like, you just gotta get the right person on the phone when you do it. You're like, hey, so I was told this was gonna be free. Like, I was gonna say you $25, him $25, her $25, him $25. Like, it adds up after a while, and they make millions off that shit. Oh, they catch on to that. So if they catch on to that, because the Xfinity Mobile required you to put your social and all that shit in there too. Like, if they catch on to that, they'll lock your account. And yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, I was gonna say it doesn't matter. Mobile's always required that, and like we had a number of customers where their account would get locked for fraudulent activity. Like a month after they signed up, you'd get to use it for 30 days, and then it just locked you. So on the non-mobile side, yeah, on the non-mobile side, you just went to the mobile side now. So like, yeah, yeah, because the non-mobile side doesn't require any real personal detail. Like, you could use kind of whatever name you want. They don't require an ID to sign up for anything really, because you can sign up online and they don't require you to scan an ID or like put in a social or run a credit check or really anything for the cable side or the internet side. But the moment you go for the the phone side, the FCC, like, oh no, you got to put in your information. We got to run a check. We got to make sure that you are you, like for communications reasons. Because, well, you know, if you got a phone under somebody's name and it pops up on caller ID, they can claim to be you. And like, yeah, like. That's funny as shit. Actually funny as shit. Wait, I got a new cannon? Oh no, it's locked. Okay, I can't change the cannon. Damn. so fucking bad. Ah. No, no. Get over. Maybe. Oh, they did reset. Sweet, thank you. Whoa, what the hell? My audio does not proof. There we go, we're back. Happy Tuesday, bro. I'm tired as fuck. I don't know why I'm so fucking tired. I just woke up about fucking 2 hours ago. Yeah, so I know that technically there's not much going on the leaderboards right now, YYZ, but like I'd still love to be able to actually see the leaderboards from the achievements table this early on. Just to be able to see like what achievements can be obtained on the leaderboards or like what's being tracked on the leaderboards instead of having to make it all the way to the home island or the ascension menu. I think it's the ascension menu that we actually get to see it currently. Yo, what's good, Jeff? Cheers. Yeah, I'm just kind of letting this idle game more or less scroll as I try and bug test and like play test before it gets launched here in a couple days. Just giving some feedback, seeing what's still left to be added or updated or fixed, or if there's still any like underlying issues that might have been missed that I can possibly point out. Alright, chat. As much as I'd love to sit here and continue, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'm tired as fuck. I woke up a bit early. Didn't really sleep much. So, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for now. Thank anybody who stopped by. We might play a little bit more tomorrow. I do have one more day before I go back to work this week. And I get a little bit of time this weekend. I do believe actually right before launch. Yeah, I get the last 2 days of the weekend before launch. So I'll probably play a little bit over the weekend and maybe do a live like Q&A with the developer